Okay, so when we're starting to splice our rope, we need to first start by making 3 marks on each end of the rope. You're gonna leave approximately 3 to 4 inches from the end, and then you are gonna measure 2 fid lengths down, and you are gonna make your center mark all the way around the rope. You will measure 2 more fid lengths down, and make your end mark. And then you will measure approximately 8 inches from the end mark towards the center mark, which for a lot of people is from the tip of their middle finger to the bottom of their watch band. And we're going to make a core mark. Then we are going to repeat that process on the other side, or on the other rope. Next, we need to pull the core out of both ends of the rope. The rope has 8 bundles in it, so we're going to want to separate the bundle and pull the 3-strand core out from inside the bundle. So you can use your fid to help push the core of the rope out. You want to make sure to get the whole core. It has 3 twisted parts. We do not want to pull the core out towards the end mark or the rope that's in the machine. So you're going to use your thumb to hold on this side, and you can use the fid to help you pull the core out of the end of the rope. Now we have a lot of excess core. We are going to cut and leave approximately 16 to 18 inches of core. So I'm going to leave about that much. Then you're going to repeat on the other side. So the next step is we are going to feed the end of a rope into the basket. So you're going to want to use your little finger to open up the basket. You're going to hold the empty rope without a core like you would hold a pencil, and we are going to put it in the basket as deep as we can. You can pull the frayed pieces out to help the rope stay in the basket. Then you're going to twist the basket into the fid. Just hand tight. You can trim this off if you'd like. Make sure you don't cut the basket itself, just the excess rope. Then you are going to find the center mark on the other piece of rope. Again, we are going to push the rope down, and we are going to find a spot in between 2 bundles to enter the rope, and then feed this rope through. We are going to pass the core mark, holding the core out of the way, and find a clean place to exit at the end mark in between 2 bundles. You'll want to hold on to this empty end so that you don't lose the rope. To get the rope over the basket, you're gonna wanna go up and down, left and right, but not twist. Just gonna maneuver the rope over the basket. And once you have it over, it should slide relatively easily. Just continue working it down. If the core is twisted inside this rope, it might make this a little bit more challenging. So just once you have about 8 inches of rope through, you can remove the basket from the fid and repeat on the other side. So when you are putting the second part of the splice in, you're gonna want to make sure to enter the rope from the side so that it lines up with this part. So we're not going to put the rope in here and then cause it to be twisted. So we're gonna go in on this side. So now that you need to bring the 2 ends of the splice together to get rid of this, you are just gonna pull a little bit from one side at a time on the free ends of both ropes, which will make this loop smaller and smaller. Until there is no gap. So this is not the prettiest splice in the world. This bump should ideally be much smoother. So we're all still learning, but what we're gonna do is stretch both ends out. You don't wanna pull directly on the core, so move your hand past and then continue to work the rope back down. Once you have it fully smoothed out, you are gonna cut this end so that 1 1/4 inches is remaining. So about there. We are going to push this back up so that we have approximately a foot, and then we are going to make our taper. So we're gonna measure 8 inches again. I'm gonna use the bottom of my watch band, and I'm gonna pull out a bundle from this rope. This is going to mark the 8-inch mark. Then we are going to cut the other bundles 1 inch at a time down so we make a smooth taper. So this first cut I'm gonna make right under that bundle that I pulled out. And after you make a cut, we're going to pull it out of the rope. I'm gonna go down approximately 1 inch, pick another bundle, and pull it out of the rope. Go down another inch, grab a bundle, and pull it out. Go down another inch from there. I'm just creating a taper down. So your bundles will get less and less as they go down. And we're gonna stretch this back out. So that you have the tattletale that shows us where that taper ended sticking out of the rope. On the machine at this point, we would then use the stretch to stretch the rope back out so that the core is in its proper place within the rope. Since we're just practicing splicing, we don't need to worry about that. And then we can cut core so that just a little bit sticks out. And there you have it.